We live. We live. We live. We
We
live.
live, we live. How I'm sounding, Cutter?
Are you good? Hold on. Let me see.
Bro, yeah, yeah.
Definitely good.
Yo, make sure my audio is superb.
Audio is superb.
I need to make sure my audio is superb, man. We got some talking to do today, man. We live, we live.
Yeah. Yeah, you good.
All
You good. You good.
right, brother, yo, count me in, man. Count me in. Count my people's in.
All right. In five, four, three, two, one.
Hey, world, what's going on? It's your boy, Titus Peoples, and I am back with yet another episode of Sweat the Critique, where we talk about film, television, pop culture, and everything in between. For right now, it is just me, but always to the left of me. Well, to the left of me today, who I got on audio and visuals.
Cut a butter. Cut a butter. What's going
As
on, man?
usual, cut a butter on the
Marshall.
face of
Marshall's a
these.
little. Marshall's a little late, but he gonna be here.
Yeah, he gonna be here. But right now, this is a very special moment. And I'm glad I got Cutter here, and I'm glad it's just me and Cutter. I'm glad it's just me and Cutter, cause as you guys may have been not knowing that there's a particular movie that I've been definitely excited to see, and I was privileged to sit down in an IMAX theater, the big screen.
Oh, you saw it in 70 millimeter?
Yeah, I saw it in a 70
Oh
millimeter.
man.
I saw it in 70 millimeter. Yes. Ryan Coogler's Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan. This is a Titus People's movie review. Listen, spoiler free, because it's still fairly new. Yo, it's not that often that you come across a movie of such caliber and such great direction and such great acting with an ensemble cast the way this Western historical timepiece film does. Ryan Coogler does an amazing job of capturing the essence of what it is to be an African American person during the 1920s.
Mm.
Smoke and Stack are played by none other than the phenomenal, the extraordinary
Hold on all that.
Michael B. Jordan, who at this point, award season come around, is going to be up. It's going to be up. Award season come around, it's going to be up. But the main reason why I'm talking about this movie, because our audio and visual guy, up to this point, had a lot to say about the movie. So when I saw his review on it, it shocked me. I had to go clean out my ears to make sure I was hearing what I was hearing. The music, the acting, the cast, phenomenal. Phenomenal. The vampire, you know, when you cast a vampire,
Yeah.
there has to be a very unhinged, he has to be very unhinged. And every time I saw him on screen, he captured what it is to be a vampire. Like there was something that attracted you to him, but it was also something slightly off that you knew something was off with him.
Yeah.
And I think that's the essence of what Ryan Coogler captured when he casted that young man.
You talking about the vampire? You talking about Remick?
Yes,
Okay.
that nigga Remick was in a different bag, bro. He was in a
He
different
was.
bag.
He was.
A very different vampire than what we're used to seeing.
Okay.
Like, and the underlying thing. Oh, and Preacher Boy.
Oh, that was one of my favorite characters.
Preacher Boy, oh my God. Played by Miles Canton. Like, and then for them to tell me that this is this man's first movie,
Yeah. His first
bro, I
movie.
was like, yo, y'all gotta stop the cap. Ain't no way in the world this is this man's first movie.
I think he's an actual artist that worked with her. I think.
Yeah, like we might have to do a little bit more research on that. But as far as the
Mm-hmm.
acting go and the music, bro, Delroy, Delroy,
That was my
bro,
favorite actor in the thing.
Delroy stole every scene in the movie. Every time he was on screen, scene stealer. And Michael B. Jordan, just to go back to him, he did a phenomenal job of playing two twins, and they both
Yo,
had different
I'm not
personalities.
gonna lie to you, bro. I was very shocked. I was very, very shocked.
Oh yeah, like
Like,
I'm gonna turn it over to Cutter because, like, you know what I mean. Like, I want to
we
hear,
can step back just a little bit because I think
like,
that's the reason
yeah,
why.
like I want to hear what he has to say about the miraculous performance of Mr. Michael B. Jordan. You have the floor, Cutter.
Okay, so again, I think he did a really good job as the twins. I
Smoking
was
stack.
I was extremely shocked that he pulled that off. Extremely shocked. Um, however, and he he didn't necessarily steal the show in the movie. Like that's why I feel like okay, so that's why for me, Ryan Coogler comes into play as far as like the cast. It's perfect because not only that they did their job, like they did exactly what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Where
And it
and
then
they fed
like
off each other very, very well.
very well,
Yeah, like
extremely well.
yeah, like the
Like
casting, the chemistry meshed. Oh
like
my god.
I loved what's his name? Preacher Boy and Pearline.
Yeah,
I loved Delroy, Preacher Boy and Stacks. Like
wife.
no Stack chemistry.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Cause
okay.
my favorite scene is when they was driving um to pick up Omar Benson. What's his name? His name is Omar Benson, right?
Nah, his name is Omar something, but like
Omar
yeah,
something, whatever.
yeah.
But they pick him up,
Cornbread.
pick cornbread up, and he was telling a story about how his homeboy got lynched and shit like that. Like I fucked with that. I fucked with that. That was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite because the way he told the story was like so believable. It was insane, right? And now again, Michael B. Jordan, um, I didn't like I said, I didn't know he was gonna pull that off, bro. But he definitely pulled that scene off, bro. He definitely pulled those two things because they was extremely believable.
And two very different, like two
Yeah, yeah, very
very
different,
different.
very different. Yeah,
One
very
was
different.
one was a hothead, quick to react, and the other one was cool, observant,
Mm-hmm.
more refined, like and
Well, they both was kind of hotheads. They
yeah,
both were hotheads, but
Smoke was a little bit more chill.
I wouldn't say chill. He was just a little more. He was just a little more like more of a leader. Like you could tell he was the leader out of the two,
Yeah,
and you could tell that he was a little more aware and a little more, thing
observant.
as observant. And then Stack, he was kind of like what do you say? Like they dead ass remind me of my brother. Like my brother, like Mujahid and Safe, shout out to them. Like he remind me of them so much because like Stack is Safe and my brother and Smoke is Mujahid or Move, what they call Move, whatever. But like that's what they remind me of. So it was just like such a crazy dynamic.
And it's crazy that you said that because I was just talking with my older cousin, and I said that like, yo, listen, growing up and being under you and John, like y'all two were like my two guys that I looked up to.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was crazy to see that. Like and then like I
Yeah.
don't feel like you get to see that a lot on film.
No, you don't get to see because see this is the thing, right? Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are to be honest, the reason why they have reached a plateau of, what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in a sense, um, they just reached like superstardom. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Especially after Black Panther, like, you know what I'm saying? That's $1 billion film. You know what
Word.
I'm
Billion
saying?
dollar
So it's
franchise.
I
Word.
mean, franchise. Yeah, you want to say $1 billion franchise, and not even Spike Lee and Denzel did that yet. You know what
Word.
I'm saying? They haven't even did that. So I think they really, in a sense kind of showed down in film. Now, I definitely have a lot of critique of this film. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I definitely have critiques,
Okay.
but I'll
So let's
let you.
let's let the critique. Go ahead. Like you have the floor.
Okay. So, all right, where should I start? All right. For one, I think the me personally, I feel like um uh first half of the film
Yeah.
is better than the second. Me personally.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that because I just love the character building. I love the fact that I love the fact that we like because the first it was a slow burn, but I feel like the acting carried the first a little. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
acting actually carried the first. While I was on the second, I'm not really into vampire movies, so I really didn't care about the action or anything. And I feel like the second half didn't really justify the first for me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a bit confused because again, I don't really watch vampire movies, so I was a bit confused about some of the direction that was happening or was going on. I felt like there was certain however the second when it was on,
Yeah, it was
it got
on
on. You know
word.
what I'm saying? Which that's like the only thing I actually like about the second half of it. And and I felt like this movie should have, for me personally, I felt like this movie should have been longer.
Like a 3 hour drink.
I feel like this movie. I don't care if it was 4 hours, bro, because it was so, like I was so into the character and then like the cast and like for me like if I'm into the cast, it's just like Oppenheimer. Like I can watch Oppenheimer all day. You know what I'm saying? That shit could be a 6 hour fucking film. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? And I felt like they could have did so much more with that with that set of cast. You know what I'm saying? Like the first half was really good, but I felt like the first half, it's a summer day,
Yeah.
and summer days is fucking long as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So they should have. For me, I felt like even when they was getting ready to open the club, they should have had scenes like that in there, talking about um talking about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just getting ready for the vampires to come. You know what I'm saying? Um, but in the second half, especially that scene with the when they when what's his name, Preacher Boy, when he was singing,
Yeah.
and then they went to different time zones. As far as like, I wasn't a fan of that.
I like that. I personally think that's like one of the best scenes in the film.
I feel you. It's just
I like
it,
the way it was shot.
okay, shot, but it's like the sequence of it was a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like that scene felt like I put like putting like a nail in a fucking chalkboard, bro. Like it just felt so like I don't get it. You know what I'm
So
saying?
so that scene was supposed to, because and not to spoil the film, but they said that his voice had the power to transcend time.
Yeah.
So that's what that scene was basically about, like him transcending time right then and there.
But the problem is that and maybe I'll be honest with you, I could be wrong, but I feel like that was the problem of why the film was pushed back. And I think because of that scene, because they didn't do a good job, bro.
Hmm.
They didn't do a good job. I felt like they should have did that scene over. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have definitely tried to make that scene. I think maybe they kind of thought that that scene was going to be easier than it was, and like they had the vision for it and it just didn't come alive. And then I was thinking like, why are what is the Asian representation? Like I don't understand that. Like why is people like I didn't understand that point because I thought this was supposed to be like just like a black showing like black culture, future and past or African culture.
Well, a lot of Asian culture comes from black culture, so like I could see how he tried to correlate that, but I
I,
see what you mean though.
yeah, it just didn't
It just didn't
yeah,
connect with
yeah,
you,
it just
like,
didn't
and it's
connect
all
with me.
good.
And
So I got to ask an infamous question. Was there any scene in that movie that had you weak?
Oh, come on. Come on, stop. Come on, bro.
And cut us. I was
Come on,
laughing through
bro.
that
Come on,
movie.
bro. Come on, bro.
Give me one scene that had you weak.
Give me one scene that had me weak. Oh man, I can't. Oh man, you got me on the spot, man. One scene that had me weak. I can't think of it right now, but I'll let you know. I can't think of it
Yo,
right now. I can't
I
think of
can
it
tell you
right
one
now.
scene that had me weak. Them niggas is inside panicking, and the nigga outside dancing with his niggas. And like,
Bro,
yo,
that
that,
scene was so fucking stupid, bro.
yo,
Like, did you see Michael B. Jordan dancing? He looks
yo,
so fucking stupid. Oh, I tell you a scene. The scene where they thought the nigga was dead
they
and
threw him
they threw him
out.
out. Yo, bro, and then we found out that it was piss, and then
Oh,
it cut straight to the nigga.
nah,
Oh, bro, I would son.
and then Cornbread ran down on the nigga.
Yo, bro, that scene had me weak, bro. That was funny, son.
Yo, niggas is inside panicking for their life. Who was outside? Nigga doing the heel toe. Nigga doing the Irish heel toe, singing his
Son.
record. Niggas is dancing in a circle. Son, I was.
It's just the second half just became like I felt like I was watching a fucking play. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely felt like a play. I'm not even going
Yeah,
front. It felt like a
yeah. It
play.
felt like a play, bro.
But as you said, when it was on though.
Not word. When she came back, and told that nigga to to hit it or whatever,
Yeah,
and they was having sex, I was like, it's
bro.
on now.
And what is it about vampire drooling now, bro? Like, what the hell is going on, bro?
Yo, bro.
Haley Seinfeld started drooling. I almost forgot where I was at real quick. I'm about
Yo,
to say, oh
man.
my
I
God.
got bricked up.
Like I took one of them gas station Jones. I was like, what's going on here? Nah, but overall, I gave it a 9/10. The only reason why it's not a 10/10, because I'm a petty person. And I'm going to tell you why. Just like with Nosferatu and that stink ass mustache, Michael B. Jordan could have worked on his southern accent a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the only reason why it's not a 10/10. I swear to God. I know that sound petty, guys. Chat, I know that sound petty, but that is the only reason why it's not 10/10 for me.
He could have worked on it. He could have worked on it a little better. I agree, but I feel like for what he had, he did.
A good job. Yeah,
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 he
yeah, yeah.
did a really good
Absolutely.
job. I can't. The only person that I felt like was like had a bad scene was Haley. She had a bad scene. She did have a bad scene.
All right, and what scene was that?
That's the scene where she was talking to this is before she even went outside. She was talking to Stack about something like
Oh, and right, she started crying?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I thought that scene was a bit like she did have a bad scene, but the rest didn't though.
Yo,
And
bro.
that smoking and Annie sex scene was trash. Like, let's get that. It was trash, bro. It was pretty trash when they got into it. It was bad. And
When the preacher boy bust open the door, niggas supposed to that I said go get that nigga. Bro, he he in there getting right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't like bro, I would have did the same thing. Like, yo, bro, what you want me to do? Like, yo, like he in the middle of the yeeks right now. Like, what do you want me to do?
Nah, it was, but I give you this. It was extremely entertaining, very entertaining film.
Now, would you see this again?
Huh?
Would you go see it again?
Would I go see it again?
Yeah. Cause I'm gonna go see it again.
Would I go see it again? I'll be honest, and not because I think it was ding. It's just like I already. Oh, another bad scene. The ending credit scene. That was a bad scene, bro.
Why?
Cause it didn't mean shit. Like it did nothing for the film. Like if you're gonna make a scene like that, you gotta make it count. And then And then
Which one?
Ryan,
Look, which one? Because it's two. Like the in.
yeah, the complete end.
Oh,
And then Ryan Coogler coming in with that fucking stupid ass haircut and Coogee fucking a sweatshirt. It's like, bro, nah, nah, bro.
I can't even front that outfit. Could have been a little bit more
Yeah,
harder.
bro.
Yeah, I can't
It
even
was
front.
terrible, bro. He had a fake jewelry. It was terrible, bro. He looked like CJ from San Andreas. He looked so stupid, bro. Like that was just such a stupid. It didn't make any sense.
No, like, and I understand. Me personally, I understand why that scene was there. Because that scene was there to show, even though it was a sinful night, he went on with his life to do good. And the only reason why he didn't die, because Smoke made Stack,
Yeah, promise.
yeah, like, yo, to leave him alone. And
I
that goes into the deeper, and like, it's so crazy. It's so many underlying culturally blackness stuff in this, bro.
mm,
Cause like that scene remind me of like we all got somebody in our family who's like that could be a bad influence on us,
yeah,
like an older cousin and stuff like that. And then it reminded me of like our mother and fathers of like, okay, you can spend a little bit of time with him, but not too much time because I don't want
yeah,
you to become what he is.
yeah,
So like there's a lot of that in this film, and they're like the film resonated with me the most because I grew up in the church. Like my grandmother, she ain't play that shit.
yeah.
Like when I was a kid growing up, if you ain't have a job on Sunday, your ass was in church.
Mm.
And like she always used to preach basically what Preacher Boy's dad was like, yo, listen, like there's a lot of evil in the world, bro. And just cause you can evade it doesn't mean you need to be around it. So and just like him, I got cool cousins that are like straightforward, and I got some hood ass cousins that with the bullshit. So that's why his character stood out to me the most, cause like I kind of I kind of saw that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
what I was surrounded as a kid. So and plus in my teens and stuff. So yeah, like it's a great movie.
Yeah, no, it is a great movie. I do feel like it's just like I said, the second half felt a little bit just too rushed, and I feel like they didn't really do the first half justice.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying? Like like the second half just felt like I don't know, like it felt like a bad fever dream. That's what it felt like.
mm,
Which it could have been a really good fever dream. It just felt so.
I feel like this movie was so good. If you took the vampires out of it, it still would have been an amazing film. Cause then like I feel like we got two films in one. I feel like shit. Give me a prequel with Smoking Stat in Chicago.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, bro, like you know what I mean? It felt like two films in one.
Yeah, you can
It
definitely do that. Yeah, but it's just like I said, it's just the plot. It just got too muddy. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't feel that like when you watching the second half and like they're going to the door and they talking to the vampires. I don't understand that.
because that's the only way that they could communicate. For the Chinese shorty was like, she told them to come in, and that's when shit got turned up.
I feel you, but it just felt like I said, it just I don't know, man. I didn't I couldn't get really with the second like
And
and
the
then
other thing, I mean to cut you off,
no no
but
no.
like I feel like every teenager that's growing up should go see this film. Black teenager or Latino teenager, and I'm gonna tell you why. There's a big underlying story here. How two black men, criminals, gangsters, came back to the town and stuff like that, and the trouble that they brought with them actually destroyed everything around them. Young black people, young black men in particular, we got to be careful of the attraction and your surroundings and who you keep around you and stuff like that. Because like they say drugs destroy the black um family. And if
Yeah.
you think about it, Stack and Smoke, whether drugs, brought it back into that black community and
Mm-hmm.
destroyed them. Because if you remember, Cornbread had a wife.
Yeah.
He took him up. So Smoke and Stack took Cornbread from his wife. So they basically created these single family homes and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that
Yeah. Yeah.
because they wanted to do their juke joint. And then the Chinese shorty or the Japanese shorty, whatever she is, she said something very, very important to Smoke that struck me. She said, "You did all that shooting and stuff like that, but couldn't save your um, but like couldn't save Stack."
Mm-hmm.
And that just goes to show you that, bro, we bring all this trouble to our own community, destroy our own community, will complain about it, but we don't do anything to fix it. And at that time, Smoke couldn't do anything to fix it at that time.
Yeah.
So there's a very strong underlying story there that like I felt was very, very profound. Like there's a lot going on with that. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's good that you get it, and you know, is I think the fact that you getting stuff out of the movie is really good. For me, I and that didn't really struck to me. I feel like he had a bunch of I feel like he had a bunch of ideas and themes that he wanted to go with, and he just couldn't. It just didn't. It didn't.
Mesh.
Yeah, it just didn't. Man, it didn't correlate. You know what I'm saying? And I was hearing from one review that it was about, one person said it was about racism. I was like, I don't know what you talking about as far as like racism. Um, I mean, like the Remick is racist.
I mean, but he's not though.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I was like, I didn't understand.
Like he
Well, I
wanted
think
to
maybe
be
they was,
amongst the blacks. Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. So I didn't understand that unless it was talking about like the end, like when the KKK comes or some whatever. But as far as that is like, I just didn't, I really didn't get much from the second half. Like the second half didn't really teach me much more than the first half. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
And I'm gonna also bring something up too. Um, in an interview, Mr. Kugler has said that um he was heavily inspired by Puss in Boots,
Puss in Boots, what's Puss in Boots?
the like Shrek
Oh,
cartoon
Shrek?
with the cat.
Okay.
All right, so there's a character in the Puss in Boots film. I think his name is Death or something like that, and like he's a wolf with eyes that turn red.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he got that idea for the red eyes from that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna go one step further. When I saw Smoke and Stack on screen, you know who they remind me of?
Oh,
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
for
You
real?
have Leonardo, the blue one,
Yeah.
Smoke wore blue, and you had Raph,
Okay.
the hothead one that was like kind of like with the shit. So like I was like, that's interesting. Like I don't think he like some people would call that a reach, but that's what I got from it because like if you think about it, Leonardo has blue and Raph has
Yeah.
red. So like I was like, oh, that's dope. Like like I thought that was cool that I was able to put that too.
Mm-hmm.
I put the two and two.
Leonardo is one with the stick, right?
No, that's what's his nigga name? That's Donatello.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's Donatello. But what I got from that was I felt like blue represent purity
and that
and
too.
red representing like the devil or whatever. That's why I thought. So I was like, okay, I knew Stack was gonna get. Well, I knew from the trailer, but I was like, if I didn't see the trailer, I would have said, okay, Stack is gonna be definitely be the one that gives be the devil, basically, or give his soul up to the devil, whatever, basically. Um,
Yeah, but all in all, bro, I really, really enjoyed. Yo, go see that movie in IMAX.
all right, so you don't have no critique of this movie as far as like I know you said it was one, but you don't feel like this movie could have been a lot better?
I feel like, as you said, if this was a 4 hour film, they could have touched on so much more.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I wanted to see more.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? But other than that, I don't really have no real big critique on it, bro. And
Okay.
overall, like I said, I gave it a 9/10. And I know the real like guys in the comments are gonna be like, "Yo, bro, T, don't be petty, bro. If you're gonna play a Southern actor, please get your accent down pat." That's
Nigga,
my
that's a good. I think
only
that's a good. That's a good. I gave it a 6.
word.
I gave it a 6. It's an average. It's an average film. I don't think this is like the best film I've ever seen. People saying like, "Yo, this is the best film I've ever seen." Bro, if you're not 12 years old saying that, bro, there's no way this is the best film you ever seen.
Nah, it's not the best film I've ever seen.
Like, come on, bro.
But I
Even
will.
vampire. What about vampires?
I mean, as far like the vampire, they weren't the best vampires on. I will say this: the main character, he's like one of the best vampires I've seen on screen in a long time.
Okay. Oh, Remick. Okay.
Yeah, I like I like the way he carried himself because, like, as I said before, it has to be something very like sinister and uneasy about the character. Like, you know what
Hmm.
I mean? It has to be something that draws you to him, but also that you know the closer you get that there's something a little off about him.
But Remick didn't draw me. Remick didn't really draw me into him. Like I just thought he was a. I just thought he was a weirdo. That's all I thought. I thought he was a fucking weirdo. And also, like the second half, they have second half. Not gonna lie to you, it was bad pacing, bro.
Explain.
Meaning, like, so, and I'm not trying to compare it, right? But you see someone like From Dusk Till Dawn.
And that's what everybody's comparing this film to.
I would never compare it to Dusk Till Dawn because it's nothing like Dusk Till Dawn. But I was just saying, like, I would say, like, that's where Quentin Tarantino kind of shines at. Where well, it's not a Quentin Tarantino film, right? No,
What?
Dusk Till Dawn is not. It's not. He
Nah.
didn't direct it, but that's when whoever directed Dusk Till Dawn, that's what that person shined at. Where as far as like the pacing from the moment they like for like after they rob or whatever and they go to this bar like until they start getting into like the vampire lore, like I feel like that pacing was perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And with this one, it's like the same thing. Like when you get into the action, it's happening, and but then in like the meat and potatoes, it's like not really there, bro. And oh, another funny scene where Preacher Boy cracked that nigga in the head with the guitar, and he said shit. That shit was hilarious. That shit was funny. That was funny. That's
That
my
shit
favorite.
was launched in his head,
Yeah, it was
bro.
launched in his head. That was hilarious. And then the racist nigga that was shot, he asked for a cigarette.
Yeah.
He said, "Nigger, go to hell." That was hilarious. But nah, but no, but I know, like I said, I got a lot of critiques, but like I said, I'm not going to sit there and act like this film, if you say that this film is not entertaining, I don't know what you watch, bro. This film is definitely entertaining from the beginning of the shot to the last shot, bro. It's very entertaining. Michael B. Jordan and the rest of the cast do an amazing performance.
Oh, can like please repeat that part again? Like I ain't hear you.
Michael B. Jordan and the rest of the cast do an amazing performance.
That's
Really
crazy.
good performance, bro. Like it's funny because I can definitely see this film as like a play. Like I think it would have been better
Oh, bro,
at a play.
I guarantee you
They're gonna make a play, right?
on Broadway. I
Yeah,
swear to
yeah.
God, I
I feel like this film would be better on Broadway. Like this film, like the film would be way better as a Broadway
play.
performance. Yeah, 100, bro. I'm telling you, bro, because and then you get to pace it a little bit more better, and then you get to really feel the characters because the play is more about like dialogue and shit
Yeah.
like that. Um, but nah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
Michael
I
B.
was
Jordan. This is my
entertained.
favorite. This is my favorite. This is my
Michael B.
favorite Michael
Jordan,
B.
B.
Jordan.
Jordan
And
film.
Ryan Coogler too, because I really don't like Ryan Coogler's past films. This is my favorite, and I give props to Ryan Coogler for experimenting, man. Like that's what I want from any filmmaker. That I become an instant fan, man. When you start experimenting,
Yeah.
I love that. Like when it comes to music or anything, music in film, like you
Oh God,
experimented.
yo, the music in this movie, phenomenal, bro. Like yo, I went home and I downloaded the soundtrack.
Yeah, really good.
Blues, bro, fire. And Pearline, yo, listen, whoever Pearline husband is, focus on yourself, King. Whoever Pearline husband was, focus on yourself, King. She was acting bad all movie.
Yo,
From, from,
bro.
from the moment we saw her on screen, she gave my boy Preacher Boy the eyes. I was like, oh
She was
man,
bad too, bro.
she was going.
She's bad, bro.
She was
She's
going.
bad. Annie is bad.
Oh, is it Smoke Wife or Stat Wife?
It's Smoke's wife.
Yeah, yeah. Smoke's
Smoke's
wife
baby
was
mama.
fire.
Yeah.
Like, and thank God, yo, shout out to Ryan Coogler for like casting a sister that had some to her, like you know what I mean. He ain't like cast no light skin, curvy John. Like yo, he gave it like a real authentic
Yeah.
like essence to it. Cause you know them country shorties thick as hell, and they kind of they got that auntie arm, like
Yeah.
like yo, he gave it that essence. He gave it that real auntie essence.
Big mama.
Yeah, word, yeah, bro. Like you know what I mean. He ain't casting no um things like
You want him to cast like a Dominican girl from the Washington Heights?
word, like you know what I mean. Like you know what I mean. Like he ain't cast none of that weird shit. Like yo, like the whole cast felt real, bro. Like I won't even lie. Like this, like one of the best casts. I'm gonna go see it again. I'm gonna go see it again.
No, no. You know what? You know what? I see it all over Twitter and Instagram. I'm so happy that people is really enjoying this film. It's like I said, it's very enjoyable, and I'm just happy. I'm actually happy for Ryan Coogler. I'm not gonna lie to you, man,
Yo,
because
and got
I felt like this is like he really deserves what's going on right now.
right, bro.
Really
Listen,
deserve what he's going on, man.
and that's our Titus People's review. Go see Sinners, man. Go see out in theaters right now. Directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld.
Did you see Magazine Dreams?
Not yet.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Michael B. Jordan did a great performance, but I don't think he gonna think over Jonathan
Jonathan
Majors,
Majors.
bro. Jonathan Majors, man.
But I'm
Don't
glad
think
we getting a couple of good films for the year so far.
good black film.
Yeah, good
We have,
black.
we have,
Yo,
yeah,
heavy on the black films. Good
yeah.
black films. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was getting a little concerned. I was like, God damn, bro, like we in April and shit ain't clicking yet, for. I was like, God damn. But
But however, these well, Magazine Dreams definitely in my top three. If I was like film of the year, this one is not me personally, because I don't think it beats the other two films that I saw. But
it's up there.
it's definitely maybe number five, number six. As far as like good films go.
Listen, just for the mere fact that you had so much good things to say about this film is enough for me. I'm not
What
even
do you
going
think?
front.
Like, what do you think I was gonna like? We think I was gonna sit there and just like, yo, this shit is fucking trash. I would not. I can't. I'll be a hater if I said this is trash. I'll be a complete hater if I said that this film was garbage.
Well, and guess what? That's what I respect the most. Cause like you know what I mean? Like you can have your own personal outview on a particular person,
Hmm.
but if they do some fire shit, you gotta give them their
Oh
flowers.
yeah, absolutely.
Word. And I'm very, very particular about that too, because there's a lot of people and things that I don't particularly care for. But if they do something that's fire, I'm gonna be like, nah, bro. I may not fuck with them, but that shit right there,
Yeah,
that shit
it's
is
fire.
fire.
Like I
Word.
said, bro, if you don't like this film, then you're a hater.
Word.
Like
On my soul,
you're
bro.
like you're really a hater, bro. There's there's critiques that about this film, but for the most part, he
Overall,
gave us
yeah.
a amazing theater experience.
Bro, a
That's
black
not
theater
a black
experience.
theater experience, and gave us some of the best acting I've seen all year, maybe since last year. Like some really good acting scenes. Like Like Delroy Lindo was
Yeah.
Lindo, bro.
Delroy Lindo, bro, let me tell you about Delroy Lindo. Scene stealer. Every time he was
Son,
on screen, fire.
I've never, bro. And I loved him in Crooklyn and all that shit, but this film is my favorite from him, hands down, bro.
And my son Cornbread,
Cornbread was good too.
Cornbread was good
Cornbread
too.
was good too. Come on, bro. He was an 8 Mile. He
Word.
was better than 8 Mile. Come on, man. Come on. 10 freaking guys.
Nigga.
Come on, bro. He was, come on. That's a legend right there, man.
Nah,
I
but
feel like if he lose weight, if he lose a lot of weight, he could play Obama. Like he look like Obama up
word,
in
you're
there,
like a
bro.
tall ass word. He
Yeah.
tall as hell.
Like he looked like Obama, bro.
Nah, but like overall, bro, son, go see Sinners, man. Go see that. Please go see the IMAX.
See, I didn't see an IMAX. I just
Bro,
saw
I had to go see the IMAX. That's 70. I had to see that joint on a biggie. I had to see it on a biggie.
it.
Oh my mom, I had to go see that joint on the big screen.
I
I
know them
wouldn't
niggas.
go see it any other way.
I know them niggas paid Bugos money for that cameraman.
Bro, shot the movie in IMAX, bro. Beautiful. Like the colors was
Yeah, it's sold
popping.
out. It's sold out. It's about to be. I feel like that movie is gonna be sold out for the next month.
It is.
I feel like that movie will be
Bro,
sold out next month, especially in 70 millimeter. It's gonna be
while
sold
I was
out.
on the train, I was looking at tickets, bro. Like, I'm dead going to see it again, bro. Like after shit, I might go see it after work tomorrow.
Mm.
I might go see you change my clothes, slide down to 42nd Street again, because you know that's my go-to spot. And like, yeah, I might go see it again in 70 millimeter. Great movie. And that's the Titus People's Movie Review. Sinisters 2025.
What's going?
Sinners. I said sinister. God damn.
Sinners
Sinners.
two.
Huh?
Sinners two.
Word.
Out, yo, they gotta do a smoking stack when he's in Chicago, bro.
Oh,
They
bro,
got to.
that's gonna be fun. Bro, even if it's like a short series on like Hulu or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit.
yeah. They gotta do that, bro.
And it gotta be Michael B. Jordan. Don't try to sticky fingers the situation. Give us Michael B. Jordan in this film, and then when the shit come on Hulu, it's some other nigga that we don't know playing twins. Nah, and that ain't gonna work.
Not word. And you know who got it? I want to get. I want to. I hope like Bollywood or something. Like do like a do like a parody.
Or like an Indian parody
Yeah.
of Sinners.
Yeah.
That should be funny as hell.
Hilarious.
Oh my god, the vampire.
Yo, where the hell is Marshall at?
Yeah, where's Long Music?
Yeah, but yeah. What you been up to?
Bro, I've been chilling, man. Like, I just been chilling, working, getting to it. Yo, and one more thing. No, a couple more things. Yo, we're gonna talk about Sinners this episode. Fuck it. Like,
Yeah, I'm with it.
yo, listen, for black creatives, if you want to learn how to build a character, watch this movie.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
If you want to learn, I feel like this movie falls into the category that needs to be shown at film school.
Yeah.
This is one of those film school films.
But the thing is, I feel like, to be honest with you, he
Because the
could have took it.
characters were so fucking good, bro.
He could have took a lot of elements from, like for instance, right, like Friday. Look at a movie Friday,
Yeah.
where like this movie is the entire day.
Yeah.
So the pacing on that is like classic. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have took elements of that and try to put it into this film. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Just like the pacing. I think the pacing was a little bit off, but for the most part, I think,
Yeah. Because it was like a 24-hour film. Yeah, like they came to town, set up shop, and then
yeah,
everything happened type
yeah.
shit.
And then it's like it just goes to, okay, the vampires come in. But it's like, why don't you show, Annie? I feel like Annie as a character could have been more useful.
Is her name Annie?
I think her name's Annie. Is her name not Annie?
Nah, I think it's like start with an M or something.
Sinners. Yeah, her name's Annie.
Oh, her name is Annie.
Yeah, in the film. Well, in the film,
Oh
it's
yeah, yeah,
Annie.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I think her real name is her last name is Mushako or some shit like that. She probably got some, anyway. Um,
Oh, I know what you're thinking about.
uh, yeah, Annie. She was in like the spiritual stuff and stuff like that. So it's like, her talking about, evil spirits or something like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I feel like while they setting up shop, we can get more into the supporting characters. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you
Yeah, that's what I'm
mean.
saying. We could have get a little more in the
Yeah,
supporting
like
characters.
it tapped into her.
Yeah,
Um, like Haley Steinfeld.
yeah, Haley. Yeah,
Yeah,
Haley. Cause Haley. Not saying we didn't know a lot about her, and even with her dialogue, they try to get a lot of information. And I was like, I feel like,
it was a rushed or
yeah,
forced.
yeah, it does. Well, that's the thing. Like, I could probably understand why it can feel rushed because, well, nah, not really. I don't know. I don't know. It is hard. I don't want to be like a huge like, oh, critique everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But I'm
Cutter,
just
the show is called What the
no,
Critique.
I understand that, but I feel like, but I do feel like for what they had was like a really good. Do you think this movie? Let me ask you a question. Do you think this movie gonna be a classic?
Oh, bro, this movie's gonna be a cult classic.
A cult classic?
This
Okay.
movie's gonna be one of them Jones 20 years from now when they do the 20th anniversary. Everybody our age is gonna pack up in the movie theaters and go see it again like it first came out. It's
Okay.
gonna be one of this is the vampire version of Do the Right Thing.
You said do the right thing. Why you say that?
Because every time they do an anniversary, people pop out to go see that joint.
Mm.
Because it's culturally impactful. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Do you really feel okay? What makes this movie? Because I want to understand. What makes this movie culturally impactful to you?
I mean, just the underlying tones of black people that's scattered out through all of the films.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody that grew up in a black church, like I feel like this movie was made for the black church audience who understand it.
Mm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like this is that church audience film. So the more the story unfold, the more I saw myself in the character.
Okay.
Like I was like, yo, preacher boy. I was like, that's crazy. Cause
Okay.
my grandmother, my aunt, who was the pastor of the church, she used to tell me all the time, man, like stay away from certain people and stuff like that. Like don't be easily influenced and stuff.
Okay.
So it's a real good film, bro. Like, you know what I mean? For those who understand it and for those who live that life. See, like if you ain't never really go to church and stuff like that, or like have that kind of family where like you have two older people over you that you watched and was like, damn, I want to be like that when I grow up. You really not gonna gravitate towards the film like that.
No, I feel you. But however, however, it the film the films the films felt like the character structure was pretty explainable. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you're telling the tale of this young boy who
looks
just
up to
now
his cousins.
thing, and then their cousins who are already famous, who already like legends, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, come back in town, and you know what I'm saying, like you're in this whole realm. So I definitely understand what was your thing, but I just don't. And like I saw it once, so maybe I should. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe I should see it again just to get like the other like oh yeah, I think that's
that's him.
I think so. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, that's Marshall.
Damn, man, like yo, shit. 20 more minutes from now, I was about to hit you with the yo, where can the people find you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, god dang, he late.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's all, man. I don't know what happened, um, but yeah. What we saying? What we saying?
Oh, so like,
Oh, the culture thing. Yeah. So, I say that.
I
Okay.
mean, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like culturally like.
Stop,
All right, so it's not like the most groundbreaking thing in the world.
man. Hold on.
Everything.
Oh, why don't we talk? Did you guys talk about your Easters and your 420s?
I mean, like we don't smoke, Marshall.
He smokes.
No, I've never. Oh, I smoked once.
Exactly. This nigga's going straight to the bottom, like Islamic hell.
Oh my god.
And you
And
know
just
this.
like the second half of Sinners, the movie totally shifted. Like, Long easy, go get your chair, Marjorie.
Got you. What in the
Yeah.
fuck? Should I get that?
No, leave that nigga outside. He a vampire.
Yeah.
Is he in
Cool.
frame? Can you see him?
Nah, he's coming. He's coming in. No, you good. You good. I'll put it over
Perfect. Good to see you guys.
See you. Good to see you.
here. Let's go on, Marshall. Go on with you, man.
I'm just chilling, my guy. I'm just chilling. I had a long fucking day, and I apologize everybody for being late. I was trying to review a movie that was appropriate for today, or two rather, and then go to work. And that started at like 4 in the morning.
God
So
damn.
yeah, I got like 2.5 hours of sleep.
Um, did you go to church today?
Yeah, I did. Made it on time.
You saw Auntie Gloria?
Yes, I did.
Shout out to Aunt Gloria.
And Auntie Deb was in the chat. Yep.
Auntie Deborah was in the chat.
Yeah. They had all the. It was funny. They had all the kids singing at one point, right? And she said, "All chicken sing."
Hmm.
I was gonna send it. I didn't send the photo. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was funny. Titus is gonna get kicked out of this.
Shout out to Auntie Deborah.
Yes.
Nah, but oh yeah. So even though me and my boy Cutter Butter spoke a lot. Did we start this off by saying Happy Easter?
No,
Happy Easter.
Yes.
I don't
Like,
celebrate Easter, so
well, yeah,
I
like
don't
you
give
know what I
two
mean.
shits about Easter.
Yo, happy Easter. Yo, Jesus, if you're out there, spark one up for your boy, all right?
What is Easter? What is that?
It's the resurrection of Jesus, my nigga. He broke open that cave, was like, yo, I'm not dead. And he said, you know what? Fuck all you niggas. I'm ascending. And did just that. Middle fingers up. I think he told Peter and somebody else. It was it Peter and like Gabriel. He said, fuck y'all niggas. I'm going to heaven. And
They freed him out the
yeah.
Nah, yo, he freed himself, bro.
He
Bro,
freed
like
himself
yo,
out the
bro, they went back to the cave and saw the rock was moving. They was like, yo, sun is out.
Yeah. Literally, sun was out. And then sun was out.
Word.
There's a similar story in the Prophet Muhammad story where he didn't resurrect, but he was getting chased by like a group of bandits that wanted to kill
Damn,
him.
Exactly.
And he
They-
hid in a cave, and basically the spider saved the Prophet Muhammad because when he hid in the cave, the spider came and made a web. So when
okay.
the bandits came, they was like, "Oh, no one can possibly went in there because if he was there, would have messed up the web."
Okay.
So they,
Oh, so
then
that's why all this it
That's
all
clever.
makes sense now.
That's why
yeah.
Spider
So
Man's Islamic.
when you we see a spider, we see a spider web and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That means the house is blessed.
I was wondering why Peter Parker was Islamic. He said no pork.
Yo,
You saw his face.
This nigga Long Easy coming through.
this guy's you must be happy, bro.
Bro, he smoked a little joint before he got here. I could
I
smell it in his clothes.
get the fuck out of here. All I had was a little bumper coupe. I had a little link up with the family. I got Haitian family members, so
This nigga got
Jacques
Haitian
say,
family, Filipino family member. Yo, this nigga everywhere, bro.
yeah, I'm the new Jew. I got family everywhere, and we're gonna take over and make sure all the money comes right back to me.
All right, but so me and Cutter was talking about sinners. So what's your topic?
All right, so I wanted to do something relevant for today. Today also being 420 and Easter, so I rewatched Reefer Madness because that's something everybody should watch. Ironically,
I saw that like in film school once. Like I've never seen it outside. Like I mean, like that's one film. I swear to God, I have no desire to watch on some. Huh? Let me watch Reefer Madness.
Wow.
Hell no.
What the hell is that?
it's a propaganda movie about just smoking reefer. It was made back in 1936.
God damn.
Yeah,
Yo, bro, like, and I'm not even gonna lie, it's a good film, but it's boring as fuck. I remember just being in film school, like, bro, they really making us watch this shit right now? I think that's part of the reason why I don't like weed right now, bro. I was like, bro, this shit's garbage.
because you know what it is. Half of it is just like not to be punny, but it is gassed up because they want to
Yeah, stop.
they want to like make sure you get weirded out by it because niggas be getting the giggles.
So it worked on me then. Like, you know, that's the funny. It worked on me.
Yeah, yo, I swear the Zod giggles be like nothing else. You just be standing and all of a sudden shit be dead hilarious. But
The way Cutter laughed at everything, you would have he's like the Zod King, but like he just finds shit funny, cynical ass nigga.
this nigga was born high.
Ain't nothing wrong with that little cynical ass behavior.
We're about to call this nigga Cutter Zetter or Zotter.
Yo, when you watch Sinners, bro,
You gonna be
so
yo,
there's some
bro,
scenes in there, bro.
There's gonna be 2 scenes in that movie that's gonna have you weak. If I was in the movie theater dying, niggas is panicking, breaking chairs, sharpening wood. The nigga outside dancing, the niggas is
Son,
outside dancing and singing. I'm like, yo,
nigga
bro.
That nigga Jacko
Jack
Connell,
O'Connell?
that nigga was doing the fucking crip walk.
Yep, that's my
He
yo.
was crip walking that shit, man.
Jack O'Connell is one of my favorite actors.
Yo, bro,
No funny shit.
He bodied that role, bro. Like he was singing the fuck out that song too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Being like, yo, I was like, nigga, kid, this nigga outside doing a soul train and shit. Niggas is covered in blood, showing eyes glowing.
Michael
Niggas is
B.
outside.
Jordan looked the goofiest, man. He looked so goofy, bro.
That shit is funny.
And then when they threw the sun out, because they thought he was dead. They thought I'm dancing, that nigga Cobra. Oh, look at him. The nigga said, oh, look at him.
Oh man, I need to see that. Like, I really wish I got to see it.
Bro,
Carter, I think you gave me the wrong date.
bro, that reminds me of the Friday the 13th shit. Jason is downstairs running them up, cutting shit up.
And the chick is pop locking in a mirror.
In the room, pop blocking, and I'm like, bro, son, this shit is fucking hilarious.
She got the Radio Raheem Street Killer boombox too.
Playing in the background. Like, son, this nigga Jason is in the house tearing shit up. She in there pop locking in the mirror. And they just start cutting the scene, bro. Like, and like I think they only did it on the because you know, like this the theatrical drink, but the drink that they show on the TV.
Yeah.
They don't do it that way on the film cut, but the TV cut, Jason cutting shit up. Next thing you know, she in the mirror pop locking this shit. Like, bro, this shit is fucking hilarious. And then when Jason finally killed her ass, I was like, yo, bro, that shit is funny as hell. So that's what that scene and fucking Sinners remind me of.
Yo, you just made me think about the chick from the Olympics who was breakdancing and looked like shit from France.
Bro.
She's out here trying to get redemption for the chick from Friday the 13th. It's like, bro, can dance. Look at me. Moves.
Niggas in there sweating bullets, eating close garlic and shit. What my nigga outside doing? Dancing in a circle, covered in blood. With the Irish
My
jig.
thing is with vampires, right? So vampires are completely controlled, or they have, like, how did that work?
All right, so it depends on what folklore of vampire you're going with. Are you going with the traditional European vampire?
All
But
right.
that's
What they was going with? That's what I'm trying
yeah.
to.
Oh, they went with the traditional European vampire.
Okay.
The sunlight. They can't come in unless you invite them in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Bram Stoker like
Okay.
rules.
That's why.
I
That's what
was
with
like,
like
why the
cornbread.
fuck are they sitting there talking with these niggas? Yo, bro, I was so confused, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I never watched a vampire film. I don't watch. The only one I watched was Vampire in Brooklyn. That was the only one.
Yeah. So like.
So I was like, why the fuck are they talking to these niggas, bro?
Because like yo, like that's why when the Chinese shorty was like, "You come in here," that nigga had that look on his face like, "Oh," and then like he saw him in. Yo, that scene would had me weak too. Like the way he looked, he was like, "Oh," he was like,
I'm dead. The hood ass
Oh, that's
invitation.
crazy. So I was like, okay, now things make sense.
that's why. That's why like Cornbread kept on pressing it. Like, "Oh, you're not going to invite me in?" And they were all standing at the door. And then it was like, "You've been in and out of here all day. Why you need to ask to come in?" Because he goes, "This is a gentleman establishment." That he was like stalling, but like he was just trying to get them to say, "You can come in."
So why he didn't bite him at the door?
You because like you can't cross through. So you remember the scene where like Smoke goes to give him the bread and then he grabs him and tries to pull him
Yeah.
out because like once you're out the door, like they can like get a hold of you. That's why he got
Okay.
shot in the face and his whole shit was looking lopsided. And when he
Son.
was dancing, whole face hanging. Oh, look at her.
That's
Oh,
wild.
okay.
That's
So
absolutely.
is any film that did that before? Like
Yeah,
what film?
yeah.
Like what film?
Um,
Did Bela Lugosi's like Dracula?
I think damn near every other vampire film, Cutter.
But I saw the Neferatu. That film wasn't like that.
Next, Nosferatu kind of is like a bootleg vampire. It developed its own reputation because it was just genuinely terrifying to look at.
Oh, okay.
The thing with Dracula, especially back when like Bela Lugosi did it, was he was genuinely charming, even though he's not like human. He has a very human, enchanting personality because it's
Like
supposed
our
to be.
boy.
Yeah, he's supposed to be seductive.
Okay.
Because part of it is just like you're inviting someone to seduce you and invade all these boundaries with you.
Yo, when Smoke and Stack had that fight, right?
Yeah.
And before that fight, Remy comes in. What did he say? This
Damn.
was like a jump scare.
I forgot what he
I was
said.
weak at that shit too, bro. I don't know what he said though, bro. Son.
I just know the vampires piled in that shit and started tearing niggas' asses. Niggas caught on fire and shit. Like niggas was getting their ass washed. Bro, them vampire niggas would better pack them up though, bro. I can't even front. I can't even front. But yo, overall, Sinners, great fucking movie, bro. That little Chinese bitch said, "You can come in." That nigga looked there and said, "Oh." He said, he was ready. He said, "Oh, invite. Oh, we in there."
Yo, I thought she was gonna start doing kung fu, bro.
Bro,
I thought she was gonna start
say,
doing some fucking kung fu or something.
nah, but like she gave that bro, she gave that nigga 30 clip, bro. Like she told Smoke, all that shooting, all that stealing you was doing in Chicago, can't even save your brother.
Damn.
Barely could save us. I was like, but look, that goes back to like what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Black people bring all the destruction around them, and then when shit start falling, they're barely able to fix the problem that they started.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a
Structure.
lot of allegory in this movie. It's deep, bro. This nigga Ryan Coogler, my nigga. Ryan Coogler, French Coogler, Freddy Coogler, Sinners in Five.
Nigga called French
God, it's
food.
so stupid.
Sinners in Five, my nigga. That's bro. I'm gonna go see it again.
All
You
right.
gotta see Magazine Dreams too, bro.
I might go, bro. I want to go see it tomorrow, but I know I got shit to do. But like, I might go see it again on Friday. I might go see it again on Friday. I might just get suited and booted the way I did 42nd and go see it again at IMAX, bro. You gotta see it. Longmo, when you go see this movie, don't see it in the 2D bullshit. Get the app.
Get the app. It get like the expensive. No. I have to pay 50 cents, right? I pay $20 a month.
20.
No. They don't have IMAX. I don't think they have IMAX over here.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta
yo,
go to AMC.
yeah, bro. Like, yo, I dropped the chicken. I dropped some chicken. I dropped some chicken for this movie long.
I'm weak.
Nah, bro, but like overall, cause I went alone. I'm not even gonna hold you.
You went alone and you got a pimp mustache from the 1930s. Nigga has the sinner's mustache like like is ready. It looks like it's actor in the movie.
I could have been in there, my nigga.
And saw it alone.
Bro, I could have been cornbread. I could have been cornbread. Dancing. Seen the nigga outside. Oh, yeah, nigga said, oh, look at him.
I would have been doing some stupid shit. I've been in a cabbage patch.
Nigga cut up could have been with no shirt on doing a worm.
This nigga cutter that had a fucking overalls.
Bro, them
No,
niggas.
my man Corporate, he had overalls.
Bro, cornbread had overalls.
I'm mad. I didn't even know that.
Bro, son, that nigga cornbread got on that nigga ass, bit the shit out that nigga.
When the
Oh,
cornbread bites you.
Oh, look at here.
Mm.
Nah, the shit that had me weak when the nigga was it Stack? Yeah, it was Stack. He was talking crazy to Cornbread, and the nigga Cornbread said, "Bro, have some respect. This is my wife right here." He said, "Nigga, then fuck you and your wife." I was like, "Yo, this nigga is crazy." Nigga, then fuck you and your. He said, "Fuck you and fuck your wife." I was like, "Nah, this nigga is bugging."
Nah, you got Marshall. You gotta see that. You gotta see that film, bro. It's very entertaining.
I'll check it out. Like everybody and their mother told me. One of my exes was like, "Oh, you love it."
One of his exes. Who does nigga think he is? One of his exes.
Yo, you got exes.
This is how you get exes. This is like the Riz. This is the Riz device right here.
My nigga said that's the Rizzolator.
Yes.
Nah, but what were you saying about your topic?
Yeah, I watched Reefer Madness because it's 420, and I watched Ben Hur because it's like a great biblical allegory that would incorporate elements of Jesus.
And speaking of being shot at IMAX, that was shot in the IMAX format too.
Oh, okay.
You need to see it.
Screen widescreen, bro.
Yeah. That's like this amazing chariot race sequence, which is like the most popular thing about that film.
And no lie, that movie's like, bro, that's another fucking movie we watched in fucking film school. Damn, they took us the whole semester to watch this shit, bro, because it's just like 5 hours long.
Yeah, it's dead like, hold on, it's like 3 hours. They have like an intermission and an overture. 6 minutes and 28 seconds into the film is the overture, and then 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 32 seconds is the beginning of the intermission, and it ends at 25 minutes and 34 seconds. Like, it's a long ass movie.
Bro, I remember when my motherfucker said, Titus, if you leave this class to go to the bathroom one more time, I'm gonna make you watch this movie by yourself. I was like, no, please. I want to see this boring ass movie, bro. I wasn't doing shit. I was just walking around the school. I was in other people's class and shit. I was bugging when I was in college, bro. Nigga say, yo, I gotta use the bathroom. Nigga, like, I'm in the English class, fucking with some girl and shit. I was bugging the AI.
I think my 420, my favorite 420 film is Pineapple Express.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
Pineapple Express, Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke.
I was just talking about Seth Rogen earlier today with the fam. We were just making fun of the laugh. We used to do that in film. Well, we didn't do that, but me and Matt would do that all the time at DFA. We just do the Seth Rogen laugh, and we just coined it that.
Matt who? Oh, our Matt. Okay.
Yeah.
Cattle farmer Matt. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Shout out to Matt Vincini. That's my
Absolutely.
dog.
And I was did you see the video where Neil deGrasse Tyson and Lawrence Fishburne was breaking down the Matrix and how he said it was like a lot of allegory, a tale about Jesus?
Yeah.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
I think if you really think about it, Kanye West made an Easter song, Jesus Walks.
Bro, I haven't heard anybody pump that shit in God knows how long.
But that song is dead fire though. You can't even.
Oh no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I was playing that in a nightclub. Niggas was dancing to Tupac, and the next thing you know,
The first time I heard that song was Jawhead.
Yo,
Was Jawhead the movie?
They need to have a strip club where Jesus Walks plays, just so all the people doing bad really think hard while they're getting their lap dances.
I want to know what this Passion of the Christ 2 thing gonna look like, bro. Like,
yeah, he gonna come
bro,
back with
y'all
like
this nigga
remember
Mel
Family
Gibson
Guy?
is
Do y'all
bugging.
remember Family Guy when they did a trailer of Passion of Christ 2 with Chris Tucker?
oh yeah, because it was mad violent, and Chris Tucker was like,
That shit had me weak, bro.
Bro, how the hell you gonna, bro?
That's what Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nigga Mel
Yo,
Gibson.
that dude is nuts, bro.
Yes, he is.
He's racist.
Bro.
He is, and yet Mike Epps wants to work with him.
And no
Did y'all see
lie,
Apocalypto?
Yeah, I did.
and no lie, is it the same guy playing Christ again? Jim,
It could be, but it wouldn't make sense because it's just like
Jim
nigga
Caviezel.
aged.
First off, I want to know what happened to Jim Caviezel on the set of Passion of the Christ, because I feel like this nigga played Jesus one time and hasn't stopped playing Jesus since. This nigga makes Jesus audiobooks.
How did he get typecast as Jesus?
Nah, no, Cutter, like you laughing. I'm dead serious. Yo, bro, Jim Caviezel only makes like Christian-based films now, bro.
No, he probably is a fucking Christian fucking racist, bro.
I mean, to be fair, Mel Gibson probably had enough time to get in his head for that role because he was trying to take the role
Bro,
seriously.
because mad people done played Jesus and they went off to do other shit.
Hell, Willem Dafoe played Jesus.
Word. And then played the Green Goblin.
Exactly.
Yo, like, you know what I mean? Yo, listen, I'm all for people finding God in one way. Like, you know what I mean? Please rep your sets. Like, we're not making fun of Jim Caviezel. But me personally, I just want to know what he went through to where, like, he took on a whole persona. It feels like everything he does is like,
He's just Jesus.
word. Yeah, like,
he's also a Trump supporter. He's a conservative guy now. I think maybe he's like
bro.
like really because he directed. I think he directed Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot about that movie.
That cringy ass fucking.
I don't know why I watched that.
Bro, my son Jim Caviezel went through it. Yo, Mel Gibson, you a fucking bitch, my nigga. Like, why would you do that?
Mel Gibson is crazy too, bro. Nigga is a racist fucking
drunk
white nationalist. Like,
he's a racist, drunk, white nationalist.
Lethal Weapon.
Say, who the fuck is Danny Glover? Oh, my nigga friend?
Oh, man, he said that? Tweaking.
But he did say, "I hope we get." Well, no, that wasn't him, right? I hope we get raped. He said, "I hope we get R word by a pack of N words." Didn't he say that?
I know somebody said that, but
somebody said something.
It might have been him. Did he say that to his wife? Yeah, it was him. I feel like someone said the same thing and they responded, "Sounds delicious," because they did a type out for the N word and said nuggets. I hope you get R worded by a pack of nuggets.
Bro.
The girl said, delicious. And then he corrected it and said, delicious. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but like, shout out to Jim Caviezel. But bro, like, yo, we need you back. No, matter of fact,
we don't.
You stay where you at.
Yeah,
if Jesus is your thing, all praise to you, brother. Because Hollywood getting weirder by the day. And trust me, Jim Caviezel, on this side of this weird shit, you not missing nothing. So, do your thing, big dog. But like that was always my like. I was always like, yo, damn, what he really went through on set that this nigga made a Jesus audiobook, bro. Like I was like, as the voice of Jesus, I was like, damn, bro. Like
I feel like something did traumatic happen, like on the set. Like, didn't somebody die?
I think he. Oh, you know what? I heard a story where like he almost died.
He probably did. I think somebody might have also gotten like either electrocuted or they got crushed by something.
You know what I mean? But like, shout out to Jim Caviezel, bro.
It says, Caviezel is a devout Catholic. In 2017 interview, Caviezel talked about the importance of his Catholic faith, the lasting impact that the Passion of the Christ had on his life, and special devotion to the Virgin Mary.
Hey,
During the
yo.
film of the Passion of Christ, he received daily counsel, confession, Holy Communion from a local Catholic priest with an interpreter.
Comment below Jim Caviezel. Pause.
Pause for the Lord, bro.
Caviezel endorsed elements of QAnon conspiracy.
Exactly. Pause, because that nigga is weird. As soon as you start jumping into QAnon as your logic, fuck up out of here, bro.
Yep, he did. He said he did the appearance with Charlie Kirk, a fucking crazy nut, and he claimed he was unaware of the QAnon when the movie was filmed until instituting defendant files of the QAnon.
Shut the fuck up. That nigga is lying. That nigga is fucking lying. Because Sound of Freedom is literally a superhero movie for adults. No one dresses up flamboyantly. They just go in there.
It's funny that you said that, because he was supposed to play Superman, but actually turned down that Superman Return film to do the Passion of the Christ. So it's funny that you even said that.
Wow.
Jim Caviezel, you're fucking Mook. Mook Caviezel in the chat, y'all. Mook Caviezel.
Not Mook Caviezel.
That's crazy.
He's a fucking moron. So Jesus gonna save my career. Fuck no.
Oh, so he doing the weird shit and then hiding behind the Jesus.
Yeah.
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 Caviezel, you bamboozled me. I thought you was really. Oh, nah.
It's the passion of the shiesty.
Oh, Passion of the Shiesty.
Yo,
Passion of the
that's a
shiesty.
good ass film. I will go see that shit. Passion of the
Shiesty.
Passion of the Shiesty. Everybody got shiesties on, bro.
YN Jesus.
And the dude, when the nigga in the shiesty, he died, but then he get resurrected with the golden shiesty. That's fire. That's
Yo,
fire. I
no.
see that.
That'll make great artwork. I swear to God.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that's some funny shit.
Hell yeah.
Passion of the Shiesty.
But,
Yo, bro, I think you need to copyright that.
oh yeah.
Because as soon as Pooh Shiesty come home and drop his new mixtape, Passion of the Shiesty.
Let me jot that down real quick.
Everybody even going front, because Pooh Shiesty supposed to be coming home like in a couple months, like a couple months to a year anyway.
Q.
Oh, good looks.
No problem.
Oh, that's for the Wi-Fi?
Nah, it's 20 terabyte
hard drive?
Yeah. In case anybody want to make some films, man.
All right. Hold on.
Nigga really writing it down.
Hell yeah.
This nigga look measy, crazy.
Nah, I gotta, let's see the Wii films. I gotta look into my thing because I haven't watched like.
I mean, like, I feel like anything could be a weed film now, bro. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, like film itself is so trippy, bro. The film that just came out with this dude, the film that you were just talking about, that could be a weed film because it's so trippy. Magazine Dreams could be a weed film, bro.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors look like a blunt.
Just nigga long easy, bro. Come up in here. Yo, you know what? He gotta say his reckless shit. He making up for time lost. So like he gotta come and shooting threes.
Matter of fact,
shooting threes.
Jonathan Majors look like a blunt that got dropped in a puddle and you pick it up and say, fuck it.
No, but he's a good actor though.
No, he is. He still look like a blunt.
You think he better than Michael Jordan?
Yes. You know he is.
You bugging.
Not after this film. Not after Sinners.
You bugging. You bugging.
The one thing I heard, and I can't confirm, is that Michael B. Jordan could not consistently hold that Southern accent. So
we were just talking about that, and that's the only reason why I gave it a 9 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10.
Exactly.
That accent was kind of boo-boo. I can't even front Michael B. But everything else you did, fire.
Bless you. Hashtag Michael B. Trash. Michael B. Garbage.
Never.
No. Before this film, bro.
You missed the praise. You missed it.
Before this
You glazing Michael B. Jordan? Michael B. Glaze?
He did a great job in this film.
Michael B. Glaze? Hey, fucking yo!
Before this film, he was garbage, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He had some bad movies, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Michael B. Plastic now.
You gotta see Cutter's review on Television TV. Guys, like and subscribe to
Television.
Yeah, his channel.
That's right.
Bro, that review he gave, bro, I was in my house cursing up a storm. I said, no, this nigga not, bro. This nigga capping right now. He was hating on my nigga all this time. Now all of a
I
sudden,
never hated
like
Bugs
he fucking
either.
played some twins. Now, oh, he's a good actor. But like he cleared it up. You know what I mean? Like, cause you know, like we had an hour conversation because somebody was an hour late. Like, you know what I mean? But you know, like,
Oh my
you
God.
know,
It's
Oh my
Michael
God.
B. Garbage. You decided to speak about a garbage nigga for over an hour. You had a debate, a logical debate over a garbage nigga.
Okay, if he's so fire, is he in your top 10?
what actors?
Yeah.
Bro, why y'all keep asking?
Exactly, because you already know what you're gonna say is fuck no. Fuck with an A. FAWK no. Fuck
He's in my
no.
top 30. He's in my,
Top 30.
he's in my top 30.
Is he better than Lily Depp?
Pause. Now, bro, he's pause.
No, as an
Pause. He's bugging right now.
and making you believe the characters that he plays, and making you believe the characters that he.
In this movie, yes. In this movie, yes.
Okay.
Because all she did in what's this shit was drool, my nigga. She was trash.
But
Yeah, she
didn't
was
she
too.
just do that shit with The Weeknd as well? Begging on her knees to be popular. Fuck you, just
That's
like
how
a
she got
pop.
that role.
Bro. Nah, but Haley Steinfeld in this movie, she hit that drool too. I almost forgot where I was at. I was like, hey.
I heard she was Filipino.
Who?
Haley. She's like half Jewish.
Yeah, half
Filipino.
black, like a quarter black, some joint like that.
I don't know if she's black. I think
Cuzzy.
she's Jewish and
Link up with me,
Filipino.
cuzzy.
You know what I mean? But like, yo, Lone Measy, you gotta go see Sinners, bro.
Oh well. Oh well.
Alright, but like, yeah, let's stay on topic like weed films. I feel like anything could be a weed film now, cause like the way cinema is made now, like films are made. I don't think there's like one genre of films anymore.
there isn't, but there's just like how you decide to edit it really impacts how the weed or your sobriety.
Right. Right. So
Is.
anything could be a weed movie. Like the new Jonathan Major movies could be a weed movie. This shit right here could be a weed movie. Sinners could be a weed movie. Fucking
But no. But Pineapple Express is about weed.
weed.
No,
So
it's much more about weed and the
Yeah, it's
characters
about
being.
Oh, so like you mean like a movie
Teaching
that got
Tom.
weed in it type shit.
Yeah, like a part of the plot.
So like How High, Pineapple Express,
Yeah, how high? Yeah.
all the Cheech and Chong's.
Okay. I was gonna say like almost any buddy comedy could be a
Right.
weed film,
Any
honestly.
buddy comedy, bro, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be smoking in it.
Yeah.
Unless it's a cop-based film like Rush Hour or the other one, like every other film they're gonna be smoking in it, bro.
Friday.
Exactly.
Friday's like the ultimate black weed film, bro.
And that's Ryan again, right? Ryan Coogler and Ice Cube.
No, nigga.
Ryan didn't film that.
Friday?
Yeah.
Yo, this nigga.
He's trolling, bro.
No, I'm being dead ass.
Ryan Coogler did not direct no fucking
Bro,
Friday,
Ryan
bro.
Coogler would have been
Like 60 years.
Yeah, like
No. Because wasn't he like making music videos for those niggas way back in the day, and then he did set it off?
No.
Who did set it off? Who did set it off?
John Singleton?
No, John Singleton to do that.
Bro, like, this nigga come in here.
F. Gary Gray.
Oh shit, yeah.
Ryan
How the
Coogler.
fuck you get F. Gary Gray and bro? You sure you ain't smoked, my nigga?
Yeah, you
No, man.
This nigga,
Ryan Coogler's born 87.
bro, word yeah.
I confused my West Coast directors. My fault.
Oh my God.
All you West Coast cinnamon niggas all look alike.
Bro, this nigga ain't.
But you're low riders.
This nigga popped the 30 and came in here chatting, my nigga, with a cow hat on.
My uncle Tom gave this to me.
Oh my God, this nigga.
I'm being dead ass. I have an uncle named Tom, and he gave this to me.
Strolling of the Heifers.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the Beatles cover.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Strolling of the Heifers. Hell, the Beatles movies, I've never seen them, but I'm sure they would make great weed films, especially that animated one, the Yellow Submarine.
All right, so what would be a good weed film to you that's not traditionally a weed movie?
I would make one about.
I mean, like you don't gotta make one, but I'm just saying, like, what have you seen that you could probably consider a weed film that's not a weed.
Okay.
And Cutter's gonna be surprised by my answer.
Better go and fucking say Beat Street again
Nah.
for the
Like,
8 millionth time. You go,
if
oh
I
yeah.
go, I'm gonna say it. A movie that I would consider a weed movie,
Three Ninjas.
not a bad choice. But Vampire in Brooklyn.
Vampire in Brooklyn, okay.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
can see myself. I can see old Titus, pre life change Titus, kick back, smoking a joint, watching Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I probably would go with what's that called? Dazed and Confused.
Oh
Dazed
yeah.
and Confused. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
a great.
definitely go with Dazed and Confused.
What was that? That Hindi, well, not Hindi movie, but that Bollywood movie that was,
Slumdog Millionaire.
yeah, Slumdog Millionaire. I would get blazed to that.
I would do LSD on Waking Life. Ever saw Waking Life?
No.
That sounds familiar, but
Waking Life.
I
You
would
do
not.
LSD or Waking Life, bro.
I would not recommend LSD.
You gonna be like, you gonna think you in fucking bars or something, my nigga. Like that shit, cause it's like rotoscope.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like rotoscope and even
In
like
philosophy, it's rotoscope of philosophy. You're gonna be fucked up,
Nah, bro. I don't do any kind of drugs. I, Titus,
nigga.
does not condone the messages of drugs.
This nigga drink coffee.
And
coffee's a drug.
My nigga, don't cap like it's not a drug. It's just not like a federal
offense, bro.
Yeah.
Like you won't be sitting in the feds because you moving packs of caffeine.
He'd
Imagine.
be moving packs of Michael. What's your favorite actor? Michael J. Fox. That's what you're gonna be moving packs of Michael J. Fox.
The episode Blow, pause. The episode Blow.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yo,
want
my
to see
favorite
that.
scene in Blow, bro, when he was when he was having a baby, like, and then he was like done, like he
Yeah.
was this thing, yo, bro.
Bro. Yeah, but like,
Well, how about
guys, drugs aren't good.
Oh my god, man.
how about that chick who's not funny that wants to be funny?
Amy Schumer.
Yeah, Amy Schumer. You could definitely smoke to her shit, like that shit that she did with John Cena.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Why would you want to put yourself through that kind of turmoil or misery?
Because at least with her, she knows how to get like a good cast with her. She just be making the story about her, and it's just like, nah, you're not it, buddy.
And I'm sorry, bro. Like she's on now, bro. If we want to talk about bad acting, bad everything, bro.
Yeah.
Amy Schumer's like the bottom of the barrel with everything, bro. Stand up doodle. Movies doodle.
Exactly. Why do you think she did a movie with LeBron James and John Cena?
Bro, that shit is ass.
She's a comedian that cannot outact a basketball player.
That's hilarious.
Bro.
A basketball player that we know his hairline is back here. They put that shit all the way up here.
Bro.
And I believe that more than her.
Bro, Amy Schumer's like, oh man.
Well, what about movies that you consider that could be like biblical?
A biblical
You can watch Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt is a fire movie.
Absolutely.
I like Legion.
Legion, that could be a biblical movie, definitely.
But it is. It is a biblical movie.
Yeah, a movie that I would consider a biblical movie that's not traditionally a biblical movie. You know what? When you think about it, Superman.
Oh yeah, because that's still like a Moses allegory right there. I would go.
What about Book of Eli?
Book of Eli, yeah.
Absolutely. I would just do like one of the very Faust style films, or what is it? Oh, fuck, I can't remember what it's called. Dante's Inferno.
Oh.
Yeah, if you did like a Dante's Inferno, because it's not like the Bible, but Dante's Inferno definitely took enough elements from the Bible that people believe that shit. Like way too many elements from the Bible. Fucking Christopher Nolan's doing the Odyssey. I'm sure that's gonna be a great weed film.
Yeah, it might have some like context of the scriptures in there too.
Yeah. I know, like if they do it right, Homer or Odysseus, he's gonna go to the lotus eating island where they all get high anyway.
Get in the most culturally impactful science fiction film of all time is basically the space Bible, Star Wars. Basically the space Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
I never seen one Star Wars anything.
Bro, this nigga
gotta-
Cutter.
You gotta break
Bro,
that
you
down.
know what, bro? We gonna
I'm gonna
put
have
this
to
nigga
finish
Patrick Star. This nigga has literally lived underneath a rock.
Yes.
Yo,
SpongeBob.
bro, I haven't watched it, bro. What was that?
I understand SpongeBob.
What do you want me to say, bro? I haven't watched it.
I mean,
I didn't watch that movie SpongeBob.
God damn.
I was working on.
Like, goddamn. Yo, like, how did you even get into fucking film school, nigga?
Nigga said I had a camera and a drink.
Bro, no, he lied to Patrick. He just checked off everything he said he seen. I think I seen this. I thought I saw it. He was like, I ain't seen none of this.
But anyway, the problem is that, like I said, movies wasn't really like a thing until I was 18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I watch movies, but like Star Wars, I would never watch Star Wars ever.
I
would never
mean,
watch that.
you should just give it a shot as like someone who loves
No,
film
bro.
and
Good,
art.
bro. Because Star Wars is like anime for me. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. It's too much, bro. Too much to digest it.
I mean,
No,
I get that, but you should
like,
still give it a shot.
Because he has to watch the right three.
Oh yeah.
Watch the original three, Cutter.
One of them was Samuel Jackson?
No, that was from the first three that came out in the 2000s. The originals back in the late 70s.
Yes, watch
and
those
80s.
original three.
4, 5, and 6.
So that's what? That's like 19 what?
1977, I think, is the first.
I'm sorry, bro. I cannot. I'm not gonna do it. I just can't do it. I'm not gonna go back to 1977. Watch the fucking. I'm not gonna do it.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
No.
Oh,
it's like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is fucking boring. However, I watched Harry Potter. See, that was fire. But I can't watch Lord of the Rings. Bro. I can't watch those films. Can't.
The last time I tried to watch Lord of the Rings, I got through the first one, and the second one, it was a date I was on, and
I know what Peter did to pass school, bro. He asked the teachers, "Are you gonna be screening any movies the next day?" And just didn't show up for the next day because there's no fucking way this nigga sat in the same class as we was and then didn't see none of these fucking films, bro.
No, but when you went to school, it was like completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you had completely different classes. Even with Darren, we didn't watch. We watched like international films, like French house films.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the art house shit.
Yeah, we watched that.
Experimental.
We wasn't watching like
Sideways.
No, actually, Sideways is a great film though.
Sideways is fire.
Thelma and Louise. Because like for me, well, I can't speak for you, Cutter. I know for me, when I watch random shit, I always look for like things that you don't see all the time and think, you know what, this works. I like how that comes out.
Just dawned on me. We went to 3 different generations of the same school.
Yeah.
Because
you were there
first. The first generation, but like I think it was like the second or third.
Yeah.
You came the fourth, and then Cutter came last.
Yeah.
Because by the time Cutter came, me and you was already both out of school.
Yeah.
So how the fuck do we become friends?
You know what's fucked up? We didn't have teachers for the sake of teachers. We had people who are in the industry who just needed a job and they didn't have like a film job.
The only real teacher at that school, and this is not a shot at anybody, they definitely did an amazing job teaching us. Guy.
Oh yeah, Guy.
Guy was like literally the only like teacher. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody else was on some, like, as you said, they had film experience and they needed a job to
pay the bills until they got their next job.
Right.
And
which is not a bad thing because like we learned a lot from them, bro. Like yo, like I can't even front.
Yeah.
But like
half of it comes down to you really just need to be out in the field and just fuck around and do shit.
By the time I got to the school, I already had like a damn near art institute education, so like I was literally just handing in work that I did from the art institute as work, bro. Like, you know
Hey,
what I mean, just
that works because you went to a place to flesh shit out even more.
and no funny shit, bro. Like, I'll never forget. Like, I think Don Kiddo was our screenwriting teacher. Like, yeah,
He was your
writing
screenwriting
teacher,
teacher.
right? I gave this nigga a script I wrote, bro. Don read that shit. He looked at me and said, "Bro, just come to class. I'll pass you." He said, "Judge, just come to class." Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to my screenwriting teacher, Mr. Uling. I'll never forget him. He told me, yo, bro, like you remind me of John Waters. And I said, oh, thank you.
John Waters is phenomenal director.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pink Flamingos. Now that's another weed. Now that's a weed movie. Pink Flamingos.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I need to see more John Waters. I saw the one with the lobster, and I want to see the one where Divine eats the dog shit. Is that Pink Flamingos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see that.
R.I.P. to the Vine.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see any of Andy Warhol's films?
Nah.
Yo, it was a film, right?
The only one I saw was him just eating the Burger King.
So it's a film they called Blowjob, right?
Pause.
So before I knew Andy Warhol was gay.
Don't tell me
And I
some
found
movie
out that nigga that was sucking him off as a nigga, bro. That was a nigga that was sucking the dude off, bro. I was like, what the hell, bro?
bro.
I was like, this shit is
That was a weird
crazy.
time in cinema where, but like you could literally just make anything and call it art house. Like, oh, is it weird? Art house.
Yeah, I was trying to watch Downtown 81, bro. I couldn't watch it, bro.
Yeah, it's a hard film to watch because narratively it doesn't like
Have
That's a weed film.
It is because
That is definitely a weed
it
film.
loses track of its plot, and you don't really get attached to the characters. You just know, oh, I just got to make some money, and this is just the environment I'm around.
And I hate those kind of films. Like, I hate films that try to be too experimental. They're dumb. They have no real plot to it, no real script. But then when you done chopping it up and you made some bullshit, you're gonna call it art house. Nah, nigga, call it doo doo. Call it doo doo.
But at the time,
It's postmodern
Basquiat was
art.
making a vlog. He was vlogging. He was like making like a narrated vlog.
Where
What
So
it is
like,
just it's a part of the postmodern art movement where you could
anything could be considered art, bro.
yeah
like
show your hoodie to the camera real quick. This is considered postmodern artwork because you see how there's a skull and then there's face instead of like it just being the skull by itself or just being the face by itself.
Shout out to Broken Promise. Shout out to Broken Promises. Good hoodie.
Talking Dead.
That shit is incredibly abstract and there's like a dynamic there. You have the skeleton on the phone in a red hood, and you have this lady who is presumably white on a yellow phone in what looks like her bathroom. Like she's
Great juxtaposition.
yeah.
I learned that in film school. Great juxtaposition.
There's like a whole lot of symmetry right here just from this. And you see how like there's an interesting dynamic, and that's what those films are for.
Look at this nigga, Mr. Emotional Clarity right here. Okay, Patrick. Okay, Patrick.
Yo, that woman sucked the soul out that nigga, man. They was just talking about how he. That's why she's smiling, and that nigga's dead because he sucked the soul out that nigga, man.
Damn it. You're stupid.
I would look like that skeleton nigga, man. Yo, that's what I need right now, man. Someone to suck the soul out of me, man.
So yo, Lily, where you at, Lily? I want that Grim Reaper, Lily.
Bro, the Nekferatu would be crazy right now. Tanner said, the Nekferatu. Crazy. Oh man.
Would you consider the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 90s like a possible weed film you could get into?
Part two, definitely.
Okay.
Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if they made like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle porn. You found it one day, like on X videos. And Gang Bang in April.
Bro, where did this episode go, bro? Like, this episode is going crazy right now, man. And then nigga Marshall came. He brought this nigga Marshall's on his shit right now. We invited him in, turned the whole second act out, bro. Like this nigga's bugging right now.
I stayed up way late, got 2.5 hours of sleep. And niggas wanna talk about fucking porn.
My nigga Long Beach said I could have stayed home for all this.
I could have went to sleep hours ago.
Nah, but like listen, I bet so 420. When was the first time you smoked weed?
It was back in 20. Actually, it might have been in 2004, but I didn't get high because I didn't know. Like
How to
you had,
smoke it.
yeah. But the first time I got high, it was in 2011. I was dating this Nigerian girl, and she was selling at the time because she just needed some bread. I was like,
Pussy?
selling
Oh, you
weed,
selling
nigga. Why
weed?
the fuck
Holy
would I be
shit.
dating a woman and then her selling me pussy?
Yo, listen, bro. Like Marshall, you're a very interesting dude, bro. So like don't act like it couldn't be possible.
Yo, he just said selling weed though,
I
bro.
was not pimping. Anyway, she's like, "Oh, can you support my business?" I'm like, "Sure. I'll cop some, bring some back for the friends, and then we're good." And she's like, "Nah, you're gonna inhale it." And I'm like, "I'll secondhand inhale it." She's like, "No, you're gonna inhale it through your mouth." I'm like, "All right." And mind you, um, I'm 5'10", 5'11". This girl is 6'2". Beautiful, beautiful woman, but that was like my first major relationship outside of high school and my longest relationship like
Mm.
to date. And yeah, that was just an interesting experience. We had G13. The walls were like phasing colors. Uh, everything was changing perspective wise. Like I could see like Cutter be way back over here and then back at his seat,
Mm,
and Titus would be closer to the camera and then back over here.
mm.
It was wicked.
You had the diesel, you had the sour diesel or something?
No, it was G13. It was a Afghani strain.
Oh dang, bro. Hey yo, she tried to put you through a time portal, my nigga. She tried to put you through that Doctor Strange, my nigga.
Yeah, I had that Doctor Strange.
She tried to put you through the fucking multiplex, my nigga. The multiverse. Remember the scene where like he went through the multiverse and shit? She tried to do
Yes.
that shit, bro. Nigga said I had an Afghan strand. God damn.
Yeah.
I bet. So my weed story kind of fucked up, and my aunt Gloria snitched on me actually
Oh
in
shit.
front of the whole church. Like,
Oh
you know what I
damn.
mean? Like, yeah, I'm gonna tell this story. So next Sunday, you be like, Auntie Gloria, why you snitching on Titus in front of the whole church? So I was smoking weed, like, you know what I mean? Um, and I was talking to, I forgot what family member I was talking to, but I did not know that my aunt Gloria was eavesdropping in the bathroom and overheard. So like the following Sunday, she just outed me in front of everybody. Titus, when's the last time you smoked reefer? I was like, and then it became a Titus service. So like, you know what I mean? And if you ask any one of my cousins, the next time you see them, a Titus service was when Titus was constantly in trouble, and for some reason they used to dedicate a service to me, trying to sacrifice me like I was a fucking goat or something.
Hmm.
Like, oh, we're gonna pour oil over Titus. Maybe Titus will
Hey
get his
yo.
act together. Like, you know, I've been like, my grandmother is just sitting there in the back, like, this dang homeboy, Lord Jesus, pray for her, man. I'm like, oh man.
For all are you what they trying to give you a Diddy exorcism?
like it was fucking crazy, yeah. But like, yeah, like my aunt Gloria outed me, bro.
That's wicked.
Aunt Gloria, that's still messed up after all these years. But like, yeah, nah, but like, she a cool aunt. Speaking of Zypack, yo, Cutter, pass that to me. That looked like a weed pack.
Nah, this is
Hashtag take that Jesus.
I can't even front. Now, like for a person who
Oh
don't
yeah.
smoke, this look like a Zypack.
I would have thought that's what that was too.
I might even go in front for a person who don't smoke. this generation of weed that these guys are coming out with,
Yeah.
they're getting most creative with the packs of weed.
Yo, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to smoke it. I just want to buy it because of the thing.
Word,
Yeah, I
yo.
was thinking about like collecting, like doing like a little collection.
Bro, you
I think
should.
the best weed packs. I was coming here one day, the trains was fucked up.
Yeah.
I came off the A line and then I had to just walk like 3 blocks over.
Yeah.
Bro, nigga had the Zod packs made out of the Power Ranger helmets, bro.
Oh,
I was like,
Yeah.
that's fire. I was like, bro, how the fuck did you make these? He was like, yo, bro, like the 3D printers, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, and then like, it was circled too. Like, you just crack them open and then like, it was like the Ziploc thing was at the top. You
Oh.
just squeeze it, then the weed come out. They were like actual like helmets. I was like, get the fuck out. I was like, yo, this is a weed pack? He was like, yeah, bro. He had the Green Ranger, the White Ranger. I was like, yo, this is fucking incredible, bro.
Yo, I'm trying to smoke on that Green Ranger, bro, nigga.
Bro, I
so
was
the one where the thing was made out of the Grand Theft Auto 5 cover.
yeah, bro.
that was
Like,
fire.
Oh yeah.
I done seen every weed pack, you know. I done seen a weed pack that looks like the Amazon package, bro.
That's
Crazy.
mad fucked up.
I,
I get it, but that's
I was like, yo, bro. But look though, for the people who don't want to sell the weed, you can make a bag if you get the machine
yeah.
and just make the packages. I can't even. I thought about doing that shit. I was like, yo, listen, what y'all put in these packages is y'all business, but just give me the bag. I'll make packages all day in the crib.
Bro, you should do that. Ultimate class weed packages.
You know, weed is very much like, you know, you could definitely sell weed now. I'm gonna have to look into the machine.
Or smoke the critique. Yo.
Smoke the critique.
Put that down if you're trying to smoke the critique with the steezies.
Yo, that's kind of fire. Smoke the critique. That's hilarious. So Long Measy, what else you been up to, bro? Like,
what did I do? I've just been.
cause like technically, like you could actually take over this half of the show and I'll feed off of you, cause like me and Cutter, we just been talking.
Okay, Cutter, you didn't do the thing, right? The list.
About the bracket?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do the bracket today. We could do it next week because I thought we was gonna talk about sinners. So that's why I was just like, because that was a huge thing. That was like the biggest thing.
Bro, but like you missed the Michael B. Jordan praise, bro. Like I was shocked.
The Michael B. Jordan glaze.
No, it's not. No, listen,
Glazing.
like I said, Michael B. Jordan. Like, if I say that it was bad acted, I'll be a hater. Like, I'll be a hater, bro.
So you believed his southern accent that he didn't do
No,
well?
I believe the characters.
Okay.
I believe the characters. Shit. The characters was like on point, 100%.
All right. Well, I'll give like a brief rundown on Reefer Madness and then jump into Ben-Hur.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
All right, so Reefer Madness, propaganda film from 1936. There was like this one couple that just kept inviting kids over to their house to turn up. Like one of the kids was like the couple's kid, but like the kid
to say like, whoa, I don't remember that movie.
They had like a daughter, and the daughter was trying to riz up this boy who had like nothing to do with that shit at all. And they're like, "Oh, come on, just hang out." And niggas was be getting lit. Niggas was playing piano, not piano, but piano. Piano is the music that you'd hear in cowboy movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And niggas would be getting like jiggy to that shit. And they're off beat.
Oh my god, this movie sounds terrible.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's like this is some shit that we would be doing, but not like, oh, I'm gonna play live music and we all dance. And it's just like, oh, I got the aux cord or the speaker.
Somebody play some K-Flock.
Word, and niggas is just getting crazy. They had some very interesting visual metaphors, like the lead young male character. At the very beginning of the movie, he's in front of this background, and there's these two lines that form like an X behind his head to like symbolize that he's at the crossroads of his life at this point, because that's when, you know, he starts hanging out with the girl. There's the peer pressure of trying to riz her up and her trying to riz him up, and they, you know, they smoke, and niggas be ODing with the giggles and shit. Somebody commit like a hit and run because uh, the guy that's supplying them with the weed needed one of the kids to drive him to the spot where he gets it from.
Right.
And he's like, "Oh man, can I smoke something?" He said, "Can I have a cigarette?" Nigga gave him weed instead to smoke and had him just sit in the car. And nigga sped off. And he's like, "Slow down, kid. You're gonna kill somebody. You better not be too red hot, because it's gonna be cold." And he ran somebody down in the street after running through a red light back at the time.
Mm.
And back at the time, that's when it was just like the little sign that would say green, and that would say go and stop.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um,
And this in this film, right?
yeah.
So this film is like he was high while he was driving.
In that scene, yeah, he was
Oh,
high when he
okay.
was.
So it's like a don't smoke and drive type situation.
It was just don't do it at all, because like everybody who has an encounter with it basically just goes down. It's again from 1936. Niggas was just trying to make sure that they held American standards nice and tight. Fuck the fact that the Nazis were across the waters taking over slowly at that time, but
Yeah, Hitler just became chancellor.
exactly. Um, and that same kid, he's paranoid later on in the movie about the girl that he's trying to riz up being sexually assaulted, but it turns out that she actually is getting sexually assaulted.
Oh wow.
So he walks up on the person assaulting her, and they square up for a bit. He knocks the dude out, and somebody else who sees them squaring up, yo, he smacks him with the gun over the back of his head,
Damn.
knocked him on the floor. And in the middle of the fight, the girl that he was trying to riz up, she gets shot and dies.
Mm.
So they wipe the gun off and they fake the death. They put the death on the kid who was paranoid
Right.
and made him believe that he killed the girl. And there was another girl who knew about it. And at the end of it, she confesses because she was smoking too, and jumps out of a window because she just is so overwhelmed with guilt.
Yeah, I would never watch this movie.
It's true because it's more about like, oh, this is what weed will do rather than understanding that human beings are very complicated.
Well, not to cut you off, I went and watched this movie on my own because I definitely had to watch it in film school. Like, this is nothing that I would ever be like, yeah, this Reefer Madness, you'll put that on, my nigga. Never in my life, bro.
I think that's the perfect Netflix and chill film. To be honest with you.
Nigga, I'll watch a silent film from Buster Keaton before I watch this fucking movie.
Buster Keaton's mad entertaining.
Exactly. Like, keyword entertaining. This movie
Yeah,
just
whoever made this movie is a nut, bro.
for a
It's a
fucking
nutcase.
loser, bro.
The government made the movie.
Nigga's a fucking
Is it the
loser.
government?
The
Yeah.
government made the movie to make sure people don't smoke. The whole emphasis was like, oh, if you smoke, you're gonna make a bunch of criminals. Because like, there's a little bit of organized crime there, but most of it was just teenagers trying to bond with one another.
I remember watching this shit in the fucking art institute and being like emotionally drained. Like, bro, why the fuck are we watching this? And I'm looking at everybody in the class asleep, phone screens in their face.
Yeah.
The teacher didn't even give a fuck. They would just had their back turned to us, just like,
That's why we
well,
have those church films, bro. Those church films is boring as hell.
bro,
It is.
bro, I went to the bathroom like every 10 minutes, and he was like, yo, listen, Titus, you're not slick. If you leave this class again,
You're gonna have to sit and watch the entire thing.
by yourself. This and Ben Hur. I was like, please.
And
Please.
And what was Ben Hur about?
Ben Hur is about, it's like a parallel of Jesus. What are you laughing at, my nigga? This nigga's high. You got the giggles out of nowhere.
Yo, it's he like you wanted to kill me, my nigga. Yo, you looked at me like you wanted to kill me, bro.
Not because I'm getting flashbacks from college, bro. Like, just being miserable in class. It felt like that scene in that Jordan Peele movie, Now Sleeping. He sinks down in the chair and he can't move, bro. Cause that's how it felt watching these movies in college. Like, bro, these are like two of the most terrible movies to watch.
So that Gandhi, that's what that Gandhi film, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
it.
my god, man! When he got killed at
Oh
the,
god.
Yeah.
he said, "Oh god, yo, that's me weak,
All right,
bro."
but Marshall, get into what this Ben Hur, like, even though against my will again, seen it in film school, but go on, bro.
Ben-Hur is an allegory for Jesus and his reasons for being who he was.
Uh-huh.
Jesus exists in this universe, but it's not really about him. He comes into like Bethlehem,
Yeah.
and
Lazy.
at the same time, Judah of Ben-Hur is born. He trained in Rome to be a chariot racer because he's supposed to be the prince of the Jews, or I guess of the Israelites.
Yeah, some shit like that.
And Rome has occupied Judea at this time, and the Jews just want to have their autonomy and their freedom back and be able to worship how they want. And the Romans, they want them to pay their taxes, to like respect Rome, like with all 100% like love, and then praise their gods.
Mm.
And Judah is like, no, I'm not going to stand for this. And the guy who's telling him this is going to happen is his close friend, because he becomes like the tribune of the Roman legion. He's has like a lot of power. They're equals. They both throw javelin amazing. They're both like physically fit, and again, they race chariots like crazy. Um, but Ben goes on this whole journey. He gets locked up once they think that he tries to kill one of the soldiers. He becomes a slave on a boat. He goes to war immediately. They sink his ship, but he saves the captain of that boat and impresses him so much that the guy adopts him and is like, oh, yeah, man, this guy saved my life. He's going to have all the freedom, everything that he wants. And all Judah wants is just to go back to Judea and find his sister and his mother, because they also got punished for the crime that one of the soldiers almost died from, like brick falling on them.
Is this the 50? Is this 1959?
Yeah, this is the 1959 one. I want to see the one from the 20s.
Bro, Cutter's definitely not watching this shit.
Cutter might watch the one from
Yo, God rest my
2016.
mother's soul, bro. She was dying, man. I'm not watching no film 1959, man. I'm sorry, man. Yo, that's not happening, my nigga, man.
Bro, but like, go on, Marshall, bro. Like, I was just thinking about actually was telling Cutter is definitely not watching this shit. I'm not watching this shit, bro. But god
This is
damn.
insane, bro. 1950 fucking 9.
Yeah, he's an emotionally complex character. He frees a slave just so she can get married, but they end up falling in love. She finds out that his family, his mother and his sister, they weren't killed. They become lepers and have to be sent to the valley of the lepers.
Remember in the film,
Yeah, and
The Valley of the Leprosies.
yeah, Judah becomes a champion chariot racer. Uh, Confronts the Esther. Esther is the name of the girl that he was a slave that he falls in love with. About his family, and he meets his family again. Finds out they have leprosy. Um, and I keep having all these miracle moments with Jesus. I almost forgot. That's also key. So when he's a slave, he's about to die of dehydration. Guess who gives him water?
Jesus.
Exactly. You never see his face, but he just gives him water when everyone was like, definitely do not give this nigga any water.
Oh, I think I saw this. I think I saw this. Is this the film? Hold on. Hold on.
No, that's not. That's not it. That's not it.
That's Planet of the Apes.
Nigga played the OG Planet of the Apes. They call it Ben Hur.
Nigga trolling.
My nigga, they all the same, my nigga. Like,
Bro, damn near.
Yes.
Damn near. They're all the same. Like, I feel like
Jesus met the apes and was like, "You are free now. Be one for the Lord." Um, Another point. Ben Hur catches Jesus doing his Sermon on the Mount. It was, a big, I guess, biblical moment. I don't know the full circumstances of it, but I've seen artwork of it, so I know it's important. And then he sees Jesus carrying his cross through town, and then watches Jesus gets crucified. After Jesus gets crucified, his entire family that has leprosy is immediately cured, and they have like this whole big happy ending. It's like very 1959 joyous.
bro, listen. If I had to go to the movies and sit through 4 hours of that, I would never go to the movies again.
Well, I know they made a remake in 2016, so it's probably like way the fuck shorter.
And it gotta be way more entertaining. Gotta be.
I hope so. I would check that out, but the acting in this I appreciated because you really get to see like him as a vulnerable person.
I mean, that's one thing I would say about films from the 50s and the 60s and even the 40s. Like, actors was just in a different acting bag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't rely on special effects and shit like that. Like, so you really, really had to come A game with your acting. But like, if the story's ass, but the acting is fire, like, you know what I mean? You're just gonna be sitting there like,
yeah, just watching a fucking monologue.
Oh yeah,
Shit, man.
but this was a whole like man versus the world like story, and that nigga went from the bottom as a slave.
and no funny shit, like it's a very important film, but like it's not for everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now, like if you're into historical timepieces and stuff like that, then by all means, like this is for that demographic of film watcher.
And it kind of counts as fan fiction since Ben Hur was not even a real person.
Right. So like outside of that, is there a real reason to watch it, like other than to be studied in film school? Like that's definitely one of those, hey guys, I'm about to teach you something to watch this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
That chariot races, it was lit too.
Oh no, yo, that's probably like the best thing of the whole film, bro. Like the chariot race.
Yeah. I guess part of what it is like the chariot race makes sense for it to end there, but then like there's 40 more minutes left.
Yeah, it is.
God
It's
damn.
like,
That reminded me of like when I went to school in Connecticut, and for math they had us watch 24 Hours. I was like, yo, bro. It was like a show called 24.
Oh, the cop show with Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, and they basically they do math by solving. It was so stupid, bro. Like they had us watching that every day.
I gotta find the terrorists.
2 + 2 = 4. Oh, he's 4 blocks that way. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, bro. Bro, Connecticut is the worst. I'm telling you, it is the worst place to raise a family in Connecticut. Literally the worst place. It's the worst educational system, like in on the East Coast.
Damn.
I get that. I get that. Oh man. Yo, you heard that new Yeet track? Bells dropped.
No, nah.
Nah, I ain't hear no new Yeet.
Yo, that shit was
fire.
Hell yeah.
You know what? You know what film I'm participating for?
Yeah.
Him.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie,
Or
bro.
Jordan Peele.
That might be better than Sinners. I'm not gonna lie. Just from the trailer alone, bro.
I definitely want to see it because I'm just like Marlon Wayans gets to do like a dramatic role with Jordan Peele and that light skinned nigga from that one episode of what's Childish Gambino? Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from that one episode of Atlanta.
But Jordan Peele's not directing this.
He's just producing?
Yeah, he's just producing, yeah.
Okay. I'm fucking with that.
Like the film is on his production company, Monkey Paw.
Monkey Paw.
Monkey Paws. Nigga.
And oh, before we go, um, can you explain the female Silver Surfer?
Oh, okay. So the 2 minute Fantastic Four trailer dropped, and then there's a lot of people complaining about the female surfer being a female. And that just lets me know that a lot of people don't read comic books because she's literally in the first issue of the Fantastic. I mean, not the Fantastic Four. She's in the first issue of the Silver Surfer.
Mm,
She's in it. She's not covered in silver just yet, but she's in it as his love interest.
mhm.
Oh, that's his wife.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then I don't know why people are up in arms about the Silver Surfer being female, because um we're dealing with the
Mm,
verse. Like, you guys know what this shit
yeah,
is.
he's like a whole alien. He's not even like a human to begin
We
with.
are dealing with the multiverse.
Mm.
So it would make sense where there's a world where instead of him becoming a herald of,
Galactus.
it would be the wife, vice versa. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's really not much to it. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, I'm hoping it's good, man. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
like,
it's
you know
really
what I
good.
mean?
I don't really care for women. Like, I don't understand why that's like a thing. Like,
You know what I mean? So for people to be like so flustered and fucked up about it and stuff like that, like, I stay quiet when people get flustered about shit like that, because it always comes from like the fake comic book fans who swear they read shit. Bro, just because you go to Comic Con and dress like a fucking dickhead, like, you know what I mean, swing a lightsaber around, don't mean you know this shit, bro. I don't do that shit, and I know more than half of y'all that do that shit. But like, I fucking stay quiet, bro, because it's just like, bro, like,
I get that. I'm all for representation, but I would rather it come from an original place, like entirely, instead of just, doing the redhead swap theory and just do that with like other genders or other uh, non DEIs.
now the Miss Marvel movies was trash. I'm not gonna hold you. I gave it a chance, but it was garbage.
yeah, like, I
Especially
mean,
like the
out of
last
the
one.
whole MCU, yeah, those are like the
Mm.
weakest of them all.
Like
Oh, one
Blue
more
Beetle
thing.
was way better than Miss Marvel.
Yeah, but like, that's two different like sections of comics. Like,
I'm just saying it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
just
feel
saying
you
a
on that.
superhero movie was better.
So I don't know how true it is, but they said the Blade film got canned. Like, you know what I
Yeah, it's
mean?
done.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And then right after what I just seen, bro, I don't even particularly care about the Blade shit anymore, bro. I'm gonna be
Mm.
honest with you. Like, you know
well,
what I mean? Like, not to say that I was super excited about the Blade shit to begin with,
yeah.
because it was just like, all right, I guess I get it.
Delroy Lindo was supposed to be in it.
Yeah. And like he said, the script just got real weird after a while.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So
No,
it was just like, yeah.
I heard about that.
He should play Slim. That was
Slim in the MCU.
nah, that's funny.
Yo, you guys heard about Carmelo Anthony's case?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
I know Cutter was hype as fuck.
I'm glad he's home, man.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to that young black man being home. But like, yo, like, we just gotta learn. It seems like no matter what we do, we're gonna be looked at as the bad guy anyway.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, I try my best, like, as I said, with a lot of stuff, like, I try my best to stray away from topics like that, cause like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, you
Word.
know what I mean? So
Exactly.
um
Today's lesson is just come fuck around and find out.
Jesus Christ. Long Measy, where can the people find you?
TikTok and Instagram __ LONGMA __.
Cutter Butter, where can the people find you?
You can
And
find
where
me.
can the people find your review on Sinister?
Oh my
I mean,
god,
why keep
bro.
calling it Sinister? Where can the people find your review on Sinners, bro?
Yeah,
You can
nigga.
find my review on Sinners on Hellevision, HELEVISION.
Bro, cause like, I mean, like, I was walking around my house all weekend smiling like 'cause I couldn't believe what the fuck I heard, bro.
Yeah, I went through the comments. I went through not the comment. Went through the reviews online. I went through from 2 stars to 5. I feel like the 5 stars are like just it's
Glazing.
more than glaze. I feel like it's like paid, but I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who gives a shit? Everybody pays for reviews. Like, no problem.
Like, but people go see Sinners
Yeah,
in
go see
IMAX.
it. Yeah.
You have to go see it in IMAX to get the full experience. Don't be cheap,
I was cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was
bro.
cheap.
Cause
So I'm gonna go see it again in 70 millimeter.
yeah, go see it in 70 millimeter, bro. Drop that $27.
Damn.
Yo, the legendary cut of dang.
Yeah.
I drop one of those in a long time.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, you
That's
just
nuts.
spoke about that too.
Yo, my nigga can't drop a dang. Like,
You know what I got that from? I got that from what's her name? Gail. From Gail. You don't know Gail, but he knows Gail.
Which Gail?
Gail, bro, we was doing the sketches with.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
God
She
damn
she
it.
went she ordered Chinese she ordered Chinese food for everybody because we was doing this a sketch over here,
Yeah.
and she saw the price. She's like, "Damn!" I said, yo, that was like a good time, damn. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah,
Like that
like,
was like a 1977 damn.
I
Like
remember that. We were upstairs here.
nah, that's funny as hell.
And had like the whole buffet plate. Where
but
can
yeah, you
niggas
can find me
find
at
you?
Cutter Butt on Instagram.
Yo, and you guys can find me at I am Titus Peoples across the board.
Anybody got shout outs?
Not really.
Shout out to
Um,
Michael B. Jordan and Ryan
yo, shout out
Coogler.
to people.
Yo,
Yo,
bro.
those,
They
yo.
made a fucking fun. They made a now. I want to say phenomenal. They made a very entertaining
That nigga
film.
got it.
They made a very entertaining film, man.
Nah, but like, yo, listen, great movie. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna go see it again.
All right. Shout out to Ghost. Happy birthday. Shout out to Majesty's Hand. Shout out to Neo Volpe. Shout out to Longma. Shout out to Hellivision. Shout out to Ultimate Class. Shout out to These Nuts.
Pause. And that's our episode. Sweat the critique.
Until next time, don't sweat the critique, nigga.
That was